let's see. And 9 AMI, November 9, Alpha, Mike, India, Northern Nevada, 3885 AM and 9 AMI.
And the group W0FD. Boy, you guys are doing good. Band changing a little bit as far as signal strengths go, but a really good copy all the way around. Good evening to Dwayne, KE7MUB, who hailed in I heard you, Dwayne. Good to hear you tonight. And good evening to my old buddy Gene, WA7HMU, who sent me a text, and it looks like he's listening. He's being a shortwave listener here this evening. Good to hear Gene. I didn't quite finish my text message reply to you, Gene. We're on our way still. They get you a message right away. Well, this is a lot of fun. These are my favorite radio buddies. We got John and Matt, Dwayne and Gene, all of my besto buddies here on tonight. So really good to hear you guys this evening. Now, I think what you ought to do is take that word watt meter out of line and quit looking at that downward modulation, because you sound good to me. Sounds really good. So it's just kind of a something that you don't want to see, so just quit seeing it. maybe that would work. Anyway, guys, Matt, you may have to turn on your SDR. I don't know if you could do northern Utah or something this evening, but you're kind of out there pretty far east, and maybe that'd work. But anyway, I'm going to turn it over to Dwayne to check in. Good evening to you, Dwayne. I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. John, I hope you did too. Matt and I got a chance to kind of run through our...
Okay, I'm going to spot over to these guys.
Thanksgiving, which is kind of fun. Work in doing that this year. They want a bunch of bucks for you.
Close.
A 4 or 6 rip throwing ropes these days.
See if I can drop in and say hello.
I wanted to comment on your Marlin Model 60 22 automatic there in the when I finished that stock. That was pretty cool. I never thought of that, and it worked good. I'm pretty traditional. I really like wooden stock. I have run mine with a synthetic stock. That's my heavy barrel 22-250, which is really a tack drive with it. And you can put 3 holes on a piece of paper, but you can only count 2. That's quite fun, but all my other guns more traditional with a wooden stock. Over to you, Dwayne. And then Dwayne, if you would send it to John, but maybe you guys are too close together, so we'll help get it passed around here. KE7NUB, and then to AE7CJ, this is W0FD.
And 9 AMI. See if they heard me.
Alright.
Don't do that, Dwayne. That's good.
turn up the modulation.
That's probably a little more like it. AE7NUB. Fluctuation with the air level there. Playing around with my Kenwood twins.
Well, it seems to be somebody who can't figure out how to turn the knob in the right direction out there. All right, Dwayne, I'm talking about you. This is probably not a good time to be playing brand new radios.
Kind of messy. Lots of signals.
You're starting to feed on me. KD0 Echo Zulu Sierra. You were last heard you were a good 5 and 7. But QSB started to beat into you there. But I'm still hearing Mike and Dwayne quite loud. So, anyway, pretty good conditions radio-wise. Weather-wise, just as freezing up here at 1,500 feet. Been a beautiful day, lots of sunshine, and no clouds up in the sky. All right, well, let's see. Dwayne took a pass there, so I think it goes back to Matt. And I don't know if he was going to stay in here or not, but Mike is still coming in here a good 20 over. Kilo Delta 0, Echo Zulu Sierra. Back to you, Matt. AE7CJ, go ahead. John, M9 AMI is in there, if you didn't hear him. Go ahead, Matt. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Somebody's not being too nice.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That's bad operator. Not hearing Matt too good.
N9 AMI, go ahead, Thor. Go ahead, John.
All right, yeah, I had a little trouble with the QRM there from that other operator testing. And hello to Matt, John, Mike, Dwayne. I think I got everybody. I heard you guys was on 85 and just kind of spinning around a little bit, and thought I'd drop in and say how do. Pretty good signals. QRMers got pretty good signal too. So running the Central Electronics tonight, 100V. So there you go. I'm not sure who to give it to. I guess it goes to Mike, maybe. N9 AMI.
W7TMD. And there's Mr. Tom. Matt, I think you were kind of just directing traffic there, so if you'd like to pick it up, go ahead, Matt, and then give it to Tom, W7TMD, and then over to me. Good evening to you, John. Good evening, John. Go up, Matt. Good evening, John. One, two, three, four, posting that already. I think we're inside our results, and quite a few of stuff into that. If you go to the AMI webpage, it's posted the results of our Thanksgiving Day bash there. If you want to look at it and see who all checked in, that's pretty cool. I see it, John. You'll know if you'll maybe you need some tour. But anyway, nice around that time. Let's keep it on. Maybe a 0 USD, 80 ZS. Yeah, Matt, let's get it to Tom. I just checked in W7TMD, and then Tom, you turn it to me. W0FD.
Alright, let me get my tank on here. Make sure it's dipped. Alright, well, good to hear everybody. This is W0TMD. And just getting back out here and got everything fired back up again. And on the Johnson 500.
Keep a list.
75A2. Earlier I was playing around with the Valiant and put a new microphone on that. I haven't heard everybody on the frequency yet, but Matt, a little bit, you're right at my noise level there, Matt. And but Mike, I can hear you just fine. And I understand the plane was having some sort of problem there, but I'm sure we'll get it out here shortly. Yeah, nice that the AMI band is shooting up here, so I'm going to go ahead and pass it back over to you, Mike. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. I didn't get a chance to check in on Thanksgiving Day, but we did have a little QSO last evening, so it was a lot of fun. But anyway, back over to you, Mike. W0FD, W7TMD. And Mike, I wanted to say good evening to you there. Sorry I dropped down earlier. On that 10 with 27, 73 keys and
W7TMD. And the big group, W0FD. Dwayne, yeah, I know you're running the Kenwood twins. And I know you're having a little bit of problems there, kind of getting things going. Did you say, seemed like audio was down just a little bit on that transmission? Are you going to check out, Dwayne, or you hanging over for equipment over?
No, I'm checking out, Mike. Just wanted to touch base and let you know, trying out the new radios, just got the transmitter back, so I guess it's working, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow.
Sounds good.
And even everybody from Eastern Washington State, KE7 and UB.
Yeah, don't go away, Dwayne. You're 40 over.
I hear my
I got it working right now.
I hear my phone buzzing.
I was being goofy up here with this transmitter. Still getting the same piece out there.
Okay, Dwayne. W7TMD with KE7NUB and the group W0FD. Well, Dwayne, your Kenwood twins. Man, how about that? You got your transmitter back, but it sounded great. It sounded really good. So you got it figured out and working. Maybe we'll hear it on tomorrow morning. So look forward to hearing you then. 43, Dwayne. Sound like you are checking out. John, great to hear you. Both you, John. But your 100 feet sounds great. Doing a good job. So pleased to hear you. And Tom, glad you got your 500 back on the air. You have to tell us. I think you were replacing a couple resistors that had kind of discolored and looked like they were ready to be replaced. So maybe that was the whole issue, Tom, and I certainly hope so. Well, this is a wonderful group tonight. Really good to hear everybody. And a good evening to all the shortwave listeners as well. So I'm going to keep it short. I think I'll go down and grab something to wet my whistle and listen to you guys on the SDR while I'm out. So Dwayne checking out. John, I think it goes over to you. And then back to another John there. He certainly see Joe in the group from you, so rusty. All right there, Mike. Well, very good. Good signals on everybody there in the QRM station there. Never did get a good call sign out of that, but I guess I didn't want to.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, good to hear Matt out there over there in Kansas. Good signal for him. And Dwayne, you finally got the Kenwood transceivers all tuned in, then you left. So, bummer. I want to talk to you for a while, but oh well. So be it. Maybe we'll catch you tomorrow morning. All right, well, good day for me. I went into the big city of Banks to get some groceries, came back up the hill, tried to take the pickup down the hill, but the Ford did not want to start. Figured that the battery in that beast might be getting a little bit on the weak side, but it showed up. So it's time to schedule for battery replacement on that thing. Anyway, other than that, it was a good day, and dinner afterwards, and cruising into the evening. Turned on the radio to see if there's a little bit of AM activity, and by golly, there is. So back to John, over there, south of me, N9 AMI. So I have to get registered with your group there, John. But I guess I'll do that sometime here this winter. N9 AMI. And with folks checking out, this is AE7CJ. Go ahead, John.
Okay, A7CJ and 9 AMI. Well, I can't forget that name, John. And good on all that. Yeah, I was trying to listen to the tester, quote unquote testing person, but I couldn't quite make out the last few, and I think they were skewed for a reason. So there you go. But good. I'm glad the 100V is working okay here. Sometimes I got to give it a little knock on the side, but it's a pretty good transmitter. One of my favorites, actually. And I'll stick around for another round at least. I've got the HT37 fired up, so I'll switch over to that. Let's see what y'all say about that one. Might as well exercise the two. I've got them both tied into the old Drake R4C here, so it's got the resistor in for the filter, so it's pretty much barn door wide. But yeah, it's okay. Looks okay. It's a good receiver. And okay, Matt. Yeah, no problem on posting all that. I'll do it every year, man. I'll do it every year. Just send me the info, and we can get a little page going on there for it, because I guess it's all AMI guys and stuff, and I got no problem with that. I was a little confused when I first got the emails. What? Wait a minute. It's the Jamboree, the bash. Yeah, it's, I chimed into me. I forgot about that. I forgot all about that. That goings on net there for a number of years. So, anyways, I thought it needs a place up there, and there you go. And if you got any more pictures or anything like that you want to send, I'll throw those up there for you too. No problemo. All right. Well, that's it. Let's see. Did Mike say he was stepping out for something to drink? So I guess I'm going to send it up to, let's see, we got Tom in there? No, see, I think I'll just send it up to Matt, because he seems like he was the MC there on the group here. And then Matt can sort it out. Sorry, Tom, if I jumped you. KD0EZS and 9 AMI, over to you.
At least let you know about it. And
I know.
wanted to cover everybody, so anyway, I think we were pretty successful. We'll get a little more advertisement out toward the 1st of November. We're, still here. I think these old rigs will be working. The HT37s did a bang-up job, John.
All right.
Good job. I had one of them, never could quite make it work right, couldn't quite understand the technology, so anyway, he's got it on there. It sounds pretty good too. I wished it was caught on and everything was broadbanded like that and tube technology. That's just really cool. I need to study some schematics and designs and see if I can get that in my head sometime. Right now, for sure. Anyway, we're on a Johnson kilowatt desk being driven by Ranger, and I thought that was pretty expensive when I first got this one. And now that I got it on there, I can think of the further which is great. I love that. I think that's awesome. Try the rarest one I have on there.
I don't know if these guys are on 3873 maybe.
Tornado. There's not very many of them on here. There's one of them Storm Series rigs out there.
I'm gonna cheat.
And that's like 2,000 one these days too. They didn't catch the waves. I don't know if John's got AMI John, I need yours. And it took me a minute to put that together again, but hello again. And tickled to death to hear the 500 on there. It's been a good job, and I'd like to hear what you found there. And we'll send it over to you. That's from PMA, KD0EZS. KD0EZS, W7TMD. All right.
They're on 75.
Copy over here. Not too bad. John, I can hear you just fine. You got a great signal up here. I think you said you're on a 100B, and CJ, you've always got a great signal.
Thank you.
You've always done fantastic in northern Idaho. So,
thank you, sir.
Everybody, Mike, you're sounding pretty good too. Those Johnson tests, man, they're not put out a signal. That's for sure. With the 500, I don't know. I'm not even sure if I cured the problem. Because that reset button tripped on again the other day. But
Well, sounds good.
Repaired a couple of really burnt looking resistors. And one was a 2-watt, and I put in a 4-watt per Keith. And so far so good. The reset button has tripped out, but I've been watching the plate current religiously, so I'm not seeing a spike or anything for no reason. So hopefully it'll just keep chugging right along. And
I'm gonna retune this.
I've got my grid down around 8 mils, so I'm around 10, but I don't think I need to. So putting out a good steady carrier. Some of the guys, Dwayne, I think he's
I think we're there.
Any of those little thumbs that I
Close.
before, so. Fantastic for all that kind of stuff. And microphone on
Cheating.
On the Valiant.
Handheld
And just
Radio Shack counter.
And you just asked me 600 over here by the 500. Just because I think I like that receiver a little bit better. It's a lot of fun to use. Anyway, Matt, if you wanted my AMI number, it's 1781, 1781. If you're collecting AMI numbers anyway. And I'll just keep this going here, see if Mike's been wetting his whistle there. W0 FD W7TME.
Okay, Tom, very good.
There he is.
7 TMD. And the big group from you, the good copy guys all the way around. This is a lot of fun. Well, that's kind of interesting, Tom. You're 1781 and mine is 1786. You guys are like 5 numbers apart there. How about that? And you got my number is 229. I don't know when that goes back to. I think it goes back to 1992 or 93 or something like that. I don't know if you have
No dates.
years associated with a chronological order there, John, or not. But anyway, it kind of got to be a big boom there for a little bit. And when I first heard about it, one of my buddies had AMI number 20, I think. I think that's what it was. And by the time I applied, it was already 229. so that's the way it goes. John, AMI John, I'm looking forward to hearing the HT37 on the air. My first outbound transmitter was an HT37. I've got one here. I've never really used it on AM. I use it on sideband pretty much, but one of my very favorite transmitters, no doubt about it.
It's a good
The
one.
100G sounds great. The 37 I'm looking forward to hearing. Dwayne sent me a message saying that when he first checked in with the Kenwood 12s there, he was only running 18 watts. So, for goodness sakes, it was working well. I don't know what the intermittency was there. But when he came back to check out, saying that he told that his wife needed him, so he was called to a higher order of duty there. And but he was certainly sounding good. I didn't know those old Kenwood twins would sound that good on AM.
Yeah, they sounded good.
Let's see here. What else we got? John, CJ John, you're sounding great. With the 7300. You know, sometimes makes you wonder. I've been looking around at all this stuff and really enjoying the old vintage equipment. I'm not sure I shouldn't get rid of all this and just go to a 7300.
100 pounds, 100 pounds.
Good. You sound just as good.
It's a lot of weight.
As everybody else, John. So, those weights, the Icon really did something good, I think, with their AM in the 7300. Okay, too much out of me. Dwayne said he's checking out, so over to you, CJ John. How's Murtaugh Creek running? A7CJ in the group W0FD. Alright, no breakers in there. Well, very good there, Mike. Hope you found something to wet your whistle with. I'll boost up the power just a second here, and man, the east can hear me a tad bit better. I'm probably running close to 200 watt carrier.
I gotta put a push to talk on this thing.
Close to 650 watts. Yeah, we're using 7300 with the Mercury 3 amplifier back behind it. And man, I do not have an AMI number. All of these apologies to John there. We'll have to put our application in here pretty soon.
No big deal.
Something I've done yet. Probably should get that done soon. Anyway, good signals and everybody. Matt, you're starting to fade out. And let's see, you were probably 730 on the frequency dial, but I tuned you in. Still hearing you above the noise floor here. So, hey, you're still making a trip. All right, so back to John it goes. In line, AMI with the group there. We'll stand for one more. This is Alpha Echo 7 Charlie Julia. Go ahead, John.
Okay. Let me get this thing dialed in here. Let me bring it down a bit. I don't know where the heck it's at. Hopefully I'm on frequency. Let me make sure you guys are hearing me here.
Sound great, John.
Okay. Okay, good enough. 87CJ N9 AMI. Good enough, man. Well, HT37, here it is. With help again from the Big Henry amplifier. Looks like about 320 watts of AM there. I'll just leave it right there. Looks good on the mod monitor, and there you go. Yeah, this one is the second one I've owned. Not as pretty as the one I got rid of, and kind of when I gave up radio a number of years ago. But I got this at a garage sale for $25, and it was never touched, but it needed some help. The phasing, the whole phasing unit was kind of a mess. All the switches and everything were just trash in it. It was the pods and everything. It wasn't good. And I tried to get it going, and with what I had, and it just wasn't working out. So I found a parts, the whole box, the whole phasing box. Found a parts one on eBay, purchased that, and swapped out what I needed. And here we are. So it's got a few audio mods. I'm using line level audio on it right now. I've got the 12AX7 removed from it, and just a dynamic microphone going into a little Behringer 802, just 3-band EQ. That's it. Just on an arm, on a boom arm here, and I get pretty good reports out of it. And it looks nice on the mod monitor always. So that's the HT37. And on sideband, with the low pass filter removed out of this thing, it's close to, geez, I think it's close to 6K or so. I actually just use these. I mean, I mainly use them on AM. They sound nice. I like phasing rigs, and they sound nice in AM, even though they weren't really, you know, made for AMers back in the day. But both of them work fine for sideband, of course, and the central electronics is actually just, I mean, you guys know all about that. I mean, the thing just stays on frequency, and stays where you put it, and it's nice. This one's pretty good, but it takes a little warm-up time to get going. So that's the deal there. But good. Oh, AMI number 1488. 1488. You know, I was gonna go like you know, triple aught or something, since, you know, I'm the big cheese, but I figure it wasn't the right thing to do. So on the numbers, I have the whole database, but the problem is Dale never put any dates down. I started doing that every time I got somebody's, I mean, of course this is only a year or so, but I'd start putting dates down when they got their certificate. So unfortunately, that is missing in action, that information. I can kind of guess, but it would have been nice to have that down in the spreadsheet. So that's the deal with that. Okay, I'm going to send it up to, I guess, I think I still send it to Matt. And I will stick around for one more. I'm actually, I am recording this, guys. I'm not streaming. The stinking streaming from yesterday, sometimes it would, you know, the internet would kind of slow down, and so this will be a decent quality no cutouts video when I upload it. KD0 EZS and 9 AMI.
Fine business all the way around.
Guess I didn't need it.
So that's cool. John, either sounds good. Roadstock's got over here. Got nice audio. HT37 here. I've never had anything but sideband, so I've never big Collins amplifier or something along these lines. Anyway, well, it's and a lot of fun here. So glad everybody turned out for sure. And nice signals all the way around. Let's see. Mike, I never heard the story on your HRO60 receiver. If you know where it come from, where it's been, or what you have to do, may or may not have had to do. And yeah, I thought about that too, getting rid of everything. And I thought it was pretty cool, but I didn't think I could do it. I just have too much fun with this stuff. Maybe in 10 years or so, when it gets a little better, I'll be more active about getting rid of it. Let's get her back up to tones and found we're selling J500 W7TMD. Go ahead, Tom. KD0EZS.
KD0EZS W7TMD. Yeah, your signal's coming up, Matt. Sounding very good up here. And yeah, everything's getting louder, so maybe the band's extending out and getting longer. Hard to say here. But John, that new, I didn't even write down what it was, but sounds good up here. Man, everybody's transmitters just sound fantastic. You wouldn't have told me that he was changing over a road and never even done. But yeah, everybody sounded good.
That's pretty good actually.
Thinking about firing up the Ranger and the Thunderbolt here.
This is the mic. It's just a Shure 450 on this thing. And I'm using a dynamic mic and an EQ for this, so it says a lot for the Central Electronics. Maybe I ought to try and run this into the Central.
And it's fun. So,
pretty good.
We'll be running a little bit of water in the
Maybe
box.
next time.
We've got the wood stove going all night long, and or all day long, I should say. And we'll probably try and keep it going all night long as well.
No, I'm not going all night long. Sorry.
You know, getting rid of everything and then working back to get it all going again. It's not worth it. If you want to get rid of everything, just pack it all up, put it in the box, because sooner or later you're going to want it all again.
True.
So, no more sell stuff. I hate doing that kind of stuff. I have a lot of nice gear that I got rid of, and I never should have.
Yep.
And now I wish I had it all again. So it's all a buying process now. But buying even new stuff or old stuff. That's what I've been doing, buying a lot of old stuff and getting it on the air. A lot of fun out here, and yeah, good group tonight. Enjoyed chatting with everybody. Let's see here. So I think I'm going to fire up the Thunderbolt and be on that one for the next go around. At least hang out for another one anyway.
Cool.
Just to play around. W0FD W7TMD.
Very good. W7TMD in the group. W0FD. Boy, really solid copy on everybody. You guys all sound great here this evening. John, the HT37, it sounds wonderful. It really does. Interesting story there on it was 25 bucks. It took a parts unit to get it going, and it sounds just perfect. It really does. And Tom, you're right. You know, it's kind of like old cars. You think of all the old cars you used to have and you sold and you wish you had them back.
Yeah.
I'm kind of that way with my radios too. I don't...
No more selling.
I guess I'm still probably, unfortunately, still collecting too much stuff and not selling enough stuff.
Everything here works. I don't collect. It all has to work. Turn on, flip a switch, it's got to work. I don't have a collection in the closet.
Because if I put all this stuff in a pile on top of shelves, it wouldn't be worth all that much money, so it's not that big a deal. But oh well, I sure enjoy looking at it, I enjoy using it, I enjoy working on it, and it's a lot of fun, really a lot of fun. So let's see here, you know, I guess too, radios of similar vintage or old-time vintage, it has a way of connecting people together, and everybody enjoys hearing the old equipment. It kind of makes you belong to a fraternity here of vintage radio operators, so I like that. But AM in general, you know, it's a mode that I hope we can keep fostering its participation and keep it going, because it's just a lot of fun. I think you kind of round up with a different group of guys, possibly on round tables, both measure transmissions. Guys, I think I'm going to say 73. I'm not done listening here, but I think I'm going to sit back and relax a little bit and listen to the receiver. Oh, Matt, I think you asked about the HRO60. I bought this HRO60 from a guy in Canada, and then I had to pay some kind of a tariff to get it here.
Really?
So it's like I paid
Canada, thank you.
And then I had to pay another 60 or 70 bucks to
Wow.
Canada because they sent it to me, which didn't seem fair, but that's what it
They
goes.
sound like customs.
And the problem with I had with the HRO60 was that ballast tube, the ballast regulator tube. What is it? A 4H4, 4 Hotel 4 or something like that. And it was dead. And those tubes are almost impossible to find, so I plugged in a 6V6 to keep that filament string alive, and it works fine. It drifts a little bit on startup, but really that's what that big knob in the middle of the receiver is for. You turn that and you can adjust the frequency, so I don't have a problem with doing that. 73 guys, have a great evening, and thanks for everybody checking in. Matt, thank you for sending the text to getting this all started up and going. See you guys later. Maybe see you in the morning, guys. 87CJ to take it, W0FD. All right, I have a Foxtrot Juliet station. Give me your call again.
Good evening, it's Brian.
All right, I think K0 Fox Juliet. Hopefully that's right. All right, Mike. Oh my gosh, K0 Foxtrot, no, W0 Foxtrot Delta. Oh my gosh, Mike, I'm overjoyed that you discovered what that big knob in the center is. Hi, I'll be giggling about that the rest of the night. To move that frequency, amazing. I bet Gene could tell me a story or two about that discovery. Anyway, this is Alpha Echo 7 Charlie Juliet, and K7 Fox Juliet is going to give it to you, and then you will give it to November 9, Alpha Mike India, N9 AMI. All right, well, everybody's sounding good over here, particularly Tom out there. W7 TMP, big signal from you. Everybody's coming in here fine. But I'm going to go ahead and check on out because I got to get up way too early to try to keep up with that guy over there in Colorado. Hopefully he gets up early too. Who knows? Anyway, hey, good to talk to everybody tonight. So, back over there to K0 country. K0 Fox Juliet, like I said, give it to N9 AMI. And I'll say goodnight to all from Alpha Echo 7 Charlie Juliet, west of Portland. Go ahead.
Okay, John. Nice to hear you again. Zero Echo Fox and Juliet. Good evening. This is Brian outside of Fort Scott, Kansas, about 80 miles south of the city. AMI number 1771. Right here, guys, is an Eldico PR1 transmitter and an international AC270 receiver with an iPhone 11. Up here on the extreme western side of the state, how much snow did you get? It's raining here, but no snow yet. Looks like there's a lot of snow between here and I over there. So, with that said, I'm going to turn it over to the operator now for Mike. Good day. That's right. 80 miles south of Kansas City. This is K0EFJ.
Okay. K0EFJ. I got it now. Writing it down. Well, good to meet you there, Brian. Name is John. AMI 1488, if you're writing them down there. And the Eldico sounds pretty good back this way. I'm in Silver Springs, Nevada. And I didn't recheck my spot because I just turned this thing on, so I don't know where hopefully I'm close enough. I'm sure I probably am. Anyways. But you're doing a decent job back this way. My vertical does help for you guys over in that neck of the woods for sure. So, there you go there. Let's see here. Yeah, selling everything. Yeah, made that mistake. And yeah, I'm getting most of the stuff back that I had that I wished I didn't sell. Just like yesterday, I've got, and it's not an AM rig, but I had a JRC JST 245, that 150 watt Japan Radio Corporation sidebag rig from the 90s. I just got one of those. I got that back in the shack here and fired up today. There's a couple little things going on with it, but I think I'll get it sorted out really quick. Mainly just put a new fan in it. And got the nice external speaker, the JRC external speaker and all that. It seems to be okay. But I think it's off about 10 hertz. So I'm gonna have to go in there, and there's a crystal oven in there. And the manual anyway says go in and tweak that, but I've got to download the service manual because I don't want to start taking the golden screwdriver in the thing. It's just enough to where it just annoys me, and it's on receive and transmit, so it should be pretty easy. I mean, I could have the RIT on, but I don't want to do that. That's kind of kind of crackerjack operating, in my opinion. So anyways, so that's the deal with that. But yeah, you know, I think if I were to able just to have one rig, little tiny setup, 7300 isn't a bad thing, because I had that for a few years, that rig, and it worked great on AM, digital modes, whatever. It does everything. It does everything. And the XYL got a place. She's there full time in Georgia. She's a ham also, W9 AMI. So, oh, you need to set up a station here at the house. And, okay. This is last summer. And said, I said, well, we'll just pick up a 7300 new. You know, pick up one of those, and I'll stick an OCF up in the trees. There's huge trees there, so you got an OCF about 80 foot in the trees. Well, nah, she saw the HRO book. And so, what's this, 7610? Why don't we get this? I said, well, yeah, it's like frickin' $2,000 more. You know, being a frugal ham. I said, oh, I need that for. Oh well, I think I need to have that. I don't want that junkier one. I want the better one if I'm going to do any operating. So needless to say, there's a 7610 sitting back there. And do I regret it? No, but I think it would be a rig like a 7610 or a 7300, or maybe like I've got the Flex Radio or the Apache Lab over there. I've got both of those. It would just be one of those, maybe the full-on SDR. I would say maybe the Flex or the Apache. That'd probably be my only rig if I could just have one. I could easily remote it and whatnot. But the 7610 is nice because it's got that built-in server, and I don't have to have a computer attached to it. Just have it hooked up to the router, and I chime in there all the time in the southeast with the SAM RC AM group over there, and all that. So getting to know folks over there when I'm not there, I can just drop right in. So it's kind of cool. All right, enough of that. I know Tom's going to fire up that, I think he said Thunderbolt. So I'm going to, I think, listen out. I'm going to run the video till we get Tom in there doing his thing, and then I'll shut the video off and upload it. And maybe I'll come back a little bit later. There's a couple other junky rigs that I could put on the air too. I've got one of my favorite Tempo 2020. That's the black one. Because when you see Tempo, everybody thinks it's that other Tempo. But this is the one made for HRO by Uniden. And I've got that whole station. Actually, it does really nice on AM. It's real nice, so maybe I'll come back a little later if you guys if somebody's around anyways, and throw that on. All right. And again, the Eldeco Brian sounded really nice and good to make your acquaintance. Coming up to you, Matt, KD0EZS and 9 AMI.
Thank
I turned it off, sorry.
Whatever we get, I guess. Anyway, yeah, I hear about a bunch of snow between you and me, but I wish we'd have got it here and seen 9 inches, I think. South Missouri or someplace, or maybe that was near the end, I don't know, but it'd be nice to get 9 inches. A foot, 2 foot, 3 foot here. I think it won't be a problem at all. Anyway, I think I'm gonna get out there for a little while. I'll probably go there and shop and be grill and sit and come back. Maybe check 40 a little later tonight. See what's going on. For those who need it, my number is 6. And Brian, if you were aware or not, the AMI Jamboree is going on, and if you look at the AMI International website, we have a printout that's out there for activate it. I think it goes to the 27th, something like that. Anyway,
It goes till dawn Monday morning.
listen on 10 meters. I didn't hear much, but I see there's some reported on the whole coast. So, anyway, that's kind of where I get my news, but through radio, it seems like it sometimes runs a little low. That's the way it goes. Okay, we'll get on. KD0EZS and W7TMD. I did hear the breaking station there, but I didn't quite get your whole call sign there. But I'll pass it over to you, and you can give it over to Brian there, K0EFJ. If you're gonna hang around. Anyway, I'm on the Ranger and the Thunderbolt. Hopefully you guys can hear it just fine. This thing's been a lot of fun playing around with, and have a lot of fun running it anyway. Send me trees to Mike and to John and to you, Matt. Great to hear you on. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. I had the smoker going. I smoked up the ham and a turkey, and we had a lot of fun doing that. Everybody enjoys a lot of smoked meat over here, so it was a lot of fun firing that thing up. I let it go a little bit too hot, but that's all right. And everything turned out. It just got done quicker than I thought it would. But no worries with that. Anyway, hopefully, looks like I'm around the frequency here, so I'm going to get out of here too. Maybe I'll check in a little bit later and see what's happening. And hopefully tomorrow I'll get on 10 meters. I'm trying to get the Valiant leader up there on 10 meters and see if I can make any contact with that thing. That one's a lot of fun to use as well. It's got a few mods into it, and it's pretty easy to tune around with it. Anyway, I'll give it over to the braking station. All I got was a whiskey and a Y and a D. So somebody's going to fill me out of that. You got to take care of so many trees for now. From North Idaho, W7TMD. Back to John in 9 a.m.
not there, guys.
Matt, I can't see your call there right now, but 15-0 over around D, 10 over here in Wichita. There's no in here, thought I was just going to make a talk to anybody there. I had a pretty good copy of the water body, so 45 inches of snow on here. It's still snowing now, so I don't know. It looks like more than that, but we'll just have to see what we end up with. Not much going on this evening, just been playing shopping and playing radio, so
All right, guys. Well, let me get the camera over here. Hey, thanks for tuning in. There's more AM Jamboree all weekend until dawn Monday morning, your time. So you got all day tomorrow evening to play. Thanks for tuning in on my channel, Wavelength Radio. Like, share, subscribe, and hope you enjoy the video and a little bit of AM action, a little bit what I like to do, and checking out some of the old boat anchors I have. Catch you next time.